Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, good evening. This is your read for today. I haven't read for a few weeks. I've been ever so busy. I've had quite a lot going on. But I have a few moments, so I'm going to read for you guys and see how many reads I can get done in this time. I do apologise for the delay, but I have been quite seduced by that hot ball of fire in the sky that is called the sun. And because here in West Yorkshire we don't get an awful lot of sun, I've got to take advantage of it. So hi, hope you're well, welcome in. Just a few housekeeping tips. This is for guidance and entertainment purposes only. This will not resonate with you all. There are 8 billion of us on this planet. If this message doesn't fit you this week, it just doesn't fit you. There are plenty of other YouTube readers that would do well to serve you and to give you the message that hopefully you are looking for. Also, this is for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio signs. But if you have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart at all, at any aspect, this message could be for you. I'd look at your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs too. Because although I'm water sun sign, predominantly I'm fire. And so if I look at the fire signs readings, more often than not, they tend to resonate with me quite a lot more than my water signs sometimes. So have a look at your earth chart and see what you got. And sometimes if you watch a few different signs that are in your chart, they make up a lovely picture. Okay, so also going to just say one thing. This is for guidance and entertainment purposes only, guys. Okay, any decisions you make based on this reading is on you, not me. I don't take any responsibility for decisions that you make. They're your responsibility. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, what message do we have for you today? Card's not very jumpy, not wanting to speak very much today. I'm an intuitive witch. I shuffle what jumps I speak, okay? Sometimes the same card can come out in different readings and it has different meanings. It all depends on the energy of that card at that time. I don't know how it works. I just know that it does, okay? So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, any further messages? Yeah, okay. Any further messages for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio today? What have you been up to? What have you been up to, water signs? Let's see what's been occurring, what you need to be mindful of. Ooh, very, very thoughtful. Deep. Very thoughtful indeed. You have been feeling for quite some time, quite alone, jumper. And you have felt the weight of the world against you. You have felt there have been things hidden from you, and that any opportunities that you felt you should have been closed off to you. This is how you felt. This is not necessarily how it's been. In this time of solitude and period of being a hermit, you have really gone into yourself and gone deeper than you've ever gone. I've got third eye meditation here. If you haven't done third eye meditation, I would strongly recommend and suggest that you do. You've been thinking about your life a lot, thinking about things you have done, thinking about things you haven't done, thinking about things you shoulda, coulda, woulda done. That's all very well. And sometimes it's a learning curve, a lesson to learn. But think about it, process it, learn from it. Don't live there. Okay, it's your past. I would strongly suggest you've been going into yourself, into your third eye, into your own solitary thoughts to connect with meditation. Okay, go into yourself and ask the questions that you want the answers to. You will be surprised what comes up. Okay, is that it, guys? Or just spirits, guys? Right. You have my support. You feel that you have been alone, as I've just said. Source has been listening to your prayers, has been listening to your manifestations, your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your fears. Source listens to them all. And also support comes in the most unlikely places. If you feel that you have been on your own, it feels like for quite some time that you have been on your own. But in that time, you have contemplated and gone in very, very deep. You've also been thinking about how your life has been going thus far. And in this time, you've gone in within yourself and you have learnt to meditate. In that time, you have looked at the good things you've done and the not so good things you've done. And understanding the true meaning of integrity. Okay. You feel that sometimes life has been against you and that every time you get happy, things get sad again. You've been learning from your karma. You are breaking generational chains, okay? And understanding that perhaps where you could have improved things and things could have gone better, or you could have been a little bit more empathetic, okay? You're basically understanding your good and your bad bits. I think there's a bit of a dark night of the soul going on here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I think it's been going on for quite some time, but I do think that you've been ignoring it for some time. And I don't always think that that is a good thing, okay? You do need to face your fears, you do need to face your demons, and you do need to work on them within yourself. And this awakens your vulnerability. But your vulnerability isn't a weakness, your vulnerability is a strength. And your vulnerability shows the caring individuals that you are. During this time of looking at things that perhaps you should have, could have, would have done, you also transforming your anger into something positive. Rather than reactive, you are being proactive. And you are now showing yourself some self-care, self-love and self-respect, which is absolutely priceless. It's been a long period of sadness, loneliness, heartache and hurt. And you have felt like a victim for quite some time. But I think we're not victims, okay? We are products and symptoms of things that have happened to us, but how we react to them is absolutely key. You have been more objective rather than reactive, and more proactive rather than reactive. And this is going to pay you back, okay? Let's see what Sacred Power has to say about this. So it's been a deep period of contemplation, realisation, thinking, understanding. Again, it backs it up. I've got reflection here. So there's been a lot of going within for you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. A lot of really deep, uncomfortable thinking. Necessary. Growth is never comfortable, is it? We're all coming into quite a new era now. I don't think any of us are sure what the hell is going on. We're all coming into something quite powerful, quite transformative, and you are needing to hang on to every piece of, and grow and develop every piece of spiritual strength that you have in order to get yourself through this difficult period. Okay, your intuition now is more alive than ever. You have always had your intuition, but you have doubted it and not listened to your intuition, and this has left you in a sticky pickle more than one situation. Okay, listen to your intuition, your dreams, your messages, your downloads. Odd, random things that appear in your head are all key. No matter how way out they may seem or not relevant they may seem, they are all definitely key. Okay, so please do listen to that, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Right. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Have we got any more for you? God, I'm telling you, I'm a bit reluctant to jump. It's almost like they give me the cold shoulder because I've had a bit of a time off. But, manifestation. All that is good, great and abundant for you and your highest good will find you. But what you think you want and what you actually need can be very different things sometimes. So go with a positive manifestation. Ask and you shall receive, okay? But do know that it must be for good, greatest and higher good and of positive intent. If you throw out something negative, the universe is a boomerang. It's going to bring it back. So please, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, be very mindful about what you throw out, what you manifest, what you ask for. Be careful what you wish for because you will get it, okay? And I think you're starting to realise now, after this period, long period of darkness, hurt, contemplation and healing, you're starting to realise just quite how powerful you are. I've just been given lots of cards here that float. And do you know what? I'm going to read the lot. Wow. Lovely. Okay. First card up from the fairy deck is happiness. Okay. Happiness is an overall state of complete being. Yes, it is. How you deal with things, how you react to them is how they're going to be. They are what they are, the core of it, but how you react to them. You can lose your rag, you can be upset and whatnot, or you can look at it objectively, move on, write off as bad debt. Happiness is yours. You create it. You need to have the courage to create your own happiness as well, okay? You write your life. You drive your life, okay? You need to be strong. Courage is found in the power of the heart's truth. Own your truth. Yeah, you've been spent all this time going in. You need to be honest with yourself through and through and through. It don't stop, okay? It's a life-change thing. Enlightenment will unearth your higher consciousness. Again, go and look at your third eye. Your third eye doesn't lie. It's deeply connected to your intuition. It's all connected. You are a finely tuned spiritual machine. Pay heed to that. Friendship. When individuals with common bonds cross your path, friendship is discovered. Yes, it is. There are people in places that you didn't think would support you, but they do. This backs it up in this card here too, okay? So friendship is in the most unlikely places. Do be careful though. Don't trust everything and anything that you're told. Use your own power of discernment. Be honest with yourself and honest about the situation. Look at it for what it is, not what you want it to be. Expression. Expression unleashes and empowers your inner creative energy to flow forth. Get on it. Apply yourself, as my late mum used to say. You're on fire. Drive that train, okay? Get forward. Get it. Enjoy it. Embrace it. This life is for living. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Right, I just have a look at Teal Swan's card tree. This blind spot deck here tells us stuff that we might be missing sometimes. Is there anything that we are missing that we're not looking at? Sometimes when we try and manifest and things aren't happening in the way that we want them to happen, we're either asking for the wrong thing or we're doing it the wrong way. Shall we have a look? Right, 56. I'm going to have to consult the book here because this isn't like a deck I've got normally at all. This is number 56. Teal Swan did this whole deck apparently whilst she was in a trance, which is interesting. It says here, 56, the comfort zone. What did I say about growth is not comfortable? I did say that, didn't I? Right, the comfort zone. If you have drawn this sigil, you are not clearly seeing that so much of what you are doing is about your aversion to the unfamiliar. And sometimes aversion to the unfamiliar is the way to ensure you will never line up with what you truly desire and truly need. Things that are familiar feel safe to us. They feed unknown and predictable, and they feel unknown, predictable and controllable. It's perfectly understandable why we gravitate towards things that are safe, but this can lead us to a life of limitation. When we are familiar with something like a culture, for example, we tend to have an aversion to contact with or use ideas, practices, products, and even knowledge that exists outside that culture. It doesn't take a genius to see how much of a problem that can be, because you're clipping your wings, aren't you? And you've got to fly. You're all free spirits. Your energy, universal energy. Okay. The misconception people have about anyone who is afraid of getting out of their comfort zone is that they are afraid of the unknown. Knowledge is often used by the ego to keep itself away from rocky areas of uncertainty. But the idea that anyone fears the unknown is totally false. You don't fear the unknown. If we truly feared the unknown, babies would fear everything, and they don't, do they? Fearless. What we fear is what we project into the unknown based on our previous experiences. When we are facing the unknown, the mind goes to work projecting its already acquired fears into the unknown to try to predict what lies there, and then goes to work trying to figure out how to avoid those fears. It is those projections that we fear. For example, if we quit a job that we've been working at for 10 years to do something radically new and different with our life, we are venturing into the unknown. But we don't fear the unknown in itself. We fear the potential failure and fall from grace that we could experience actually by venturing into the unknown. We fear this because we have experienced the feeling of failure and fall from grace before and wish to avoid this feeling at all costs. And we fear the potential unwanted things we predict that the unknown could contain. If we learnt to not project our fears into the unknown would no longer be scary, would it? Be brave, yeah? If you have drawn this sigil, you are using the fears you are imagining exist outside your safety zone to validate your choice to stay in your safety zone. And so, you are a prisoner to your own refusal to feel uncomfortable. Getting out of your safety zone, which is what you really need to do at this time, implies being willing to experience discomfort for the sake of your own expansion. If you have drawn this sigil, you probably already know that what you need to do, as opposed to staying in your comfort zone. You are probably well aware of what you are avoiding and not just not fully why you're avoiding it. So you need to face the truth, okay? As ugly and scary as it may seem, you got to face it. There's no avoiding it, because one thing, if you don't listen to the lesson's going to get louder. It's going to get so loud until it kicks you in the face, and that will bloody hurt. So guys, I'm telling you, listen to what you're not entirely comfortable with, okay? Therefore, once you know what step you are being called to take that's outside your comfort zone, what feels like a stretch for you right now, you need to take it. Carpe Diem, seize the day. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If you want change, you've got to stop doing what you're doing. Because if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you've got, okay? And it's clearly not what you want. That's why you're watching this reading. So, get out of your comfort zone. Be brave. Take the leap. Seize the day, okay? How bad could it possibly be? What's the worst that could possibly happen? If it doesn't work out, at least you will know. Do not live a life of what ifs and shoulda, woulda, couldas. That is not a life. That is an existence and an expectation. And that is not what the universe gave you this sacred energy of life for. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, be brave. Take the leap. Think about it, but always be kind to yourself and to others. And I have to thank you so much for listening this week. Please do like, share and subscribe if you like my readings, or I just simply amuse you. And any comments or anything like that, please put in the box below and I will answer them as best as I can. But yeah, thank you very much for listening, and I shall see you soon. Cheers. Peace out.